for sharing your Friday afternoon with us here on Kababayan, LA. Nothing soothes the soul like a melody can. I just came. Actually, last night I went to a KYCC benefit concert featuring Patty Austin and David Benoit, among others. Congratulations. Very successful. You know, we Filipinos were known to be good singers, good musicians, good dancers. Really, it evolves around the arts and it revolves around music. Pero alam nyo ba na kaka-establish lang po ng Filipino American Symphony Orchestra, because for a long time before that, we didn't have our own orchestra. And thanks to these people, we now have FASO. I would like to talk to them about this today on the show. They're also going to be singing for us, so stick around for that wonderful music. Christian is joining us along with Cecilia and Louie. Hello and welcome to Kababayan, LA.
Hello.
Okay. Ayan. Paano ba nagsimula ang FASO? I know it was established in, was it 2008? Yeah. Okay, what happened?
Yeah, you know, a bunch of us heard a concert by Lea Salonga and then noticed that, you know, bakit ang mga musician puro mga puti? Bakit walang mga Pilipino? Eh, magaling naman tayo sa music. And maybe Cecil can tell us more because she is one of the founders of the orchestra.
Okay, how many founders are there?
Well, there were about 7 of us musicians who came for the first rehearsal.
Right. And I'm sure it wasn't easy because, like I said, no, I went to a KYCC concert last night. Mga Koreans, they're known to excel in, you know, piano, violin, cello, and all that. Filipinos ba, tayo ba, are we on that level o kulang pa, or is it just a matter of marketing?
Well, I would say just a matter of marketing and support. Because yung level na gano'n meron tayo eh. There's no doubt about that. Maski sa Philippines mismo. Kasi ang mga members namin, halo eh, hindi lang mula dito. Meron din mga nasa Philippines na tumutugtog. Katulad ni Tito Bob, yung aming conductor, si Kuya Art, yung aming cellist. Puti si Kuya Bochok.
Right, and you know, it's not easy, I would assume, to be a part of this group. Christian, you would know that. You're a musician, musician by night, pero policeman by day. Tama ba yun?
That's true, yeah. I'm a musician, but not in a sense where I do it as a profession, as a career. My career is in law enforcement. I'm an investigator, but at the same time, with FASO, I get to go to FASO and do what I love to do, my passion in music, in playing percussion, playing drums. So with FASO, it just brings us all together, the different levels of musicians from beginners to the professionals. And with our particular group, and if we were to compare with the Koreans, you know, yes, we have that level of ability, and it's just now that we're putting together everybody for FASO to show that and to, you know, to bring it out there.
And that's what I like about FASO too. It's not just, it's maybe about music, of course, but it's not just about that because it goes beyond music. It really goes into the community, grassroots. How do you accept members for FASO?
Yeah, so there is an audition process. You know, one of our objectives is really to promote Filipino-American artists, not only performers, but also arrangers and composers. We try to highlight the different works by Filipinos and the different singers. So there is an audition process. Cecil, you're the...
Yeah, since you're doing this kasi na parang like a community event also, like see Christian, you know, it's not a full-time thing for him. I'm sure may mga difficulties, may mga struggles, no? What are some of the struggles?
Siguro kasi iba-iba yung pinanggagalingan eh. So even yung gala concert namin, merong galing San Diego, may galing
Everywhere,
Bay Area.
all over.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you practice?
Ang practice namin is, we try to do it 2 months before. As much as we can, but once a week for 3 hours rehearsal namin.
Okay.
And it's purely voluntary.
Yeah.
You know, we're not a professional orchestra, so people invest the time, you know, to make it to rehearsals. You know, there's also sacrifice there.
Right, and that is why they need the community to back them up. Kailangan din po nila ng tulong. I know that you also just started to do your own foundation. Is that correct? Yes. Who can tell us more about that?
Yes. So one of the things that we're trying to do is to establish ourselves as a nonprofit organization. We're just at the very beginning of that process. Right now, we are working with Film Arts It's also a nonprofit organization, sort of through their incubation program.
Yes,
so
yes.
they oversee to make sure that we eventually get to where we want to get to, which is our own nonprofit organization.
That is nice. Philamarts, we're very much familiar with them. They're the ones that produce FPAC every year. How many members does FASO have now?
I believe we're about maybe roughly around 60 members.
Around 60
50 to
members.
60
And do you all play at the same time or nagbe-break ba into small groups depending on the concert, depending on the gig? Depende sa mga gig. And we've only met just one. See, do you also play? You also play, right? You play the violin, ba? And Louis, do you play?
No, I'm an arranger, so I'm the arranger in residence for the orchestra.
Okay, and Christian here is the percussionist.
Yes, I am.
Yes, and we're going to meet 3 more musicians from FASO when we return on the show. Don't go away.